honestly, I thought it was great.
Yeah?
I thought it was one of the best things you've ever written. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for sending it to me.
That's great. I'm so glad you liked it.
Confidentially, you may have just saved my job for me.
No, I was glad to do it. What did your boss say? Or rather, what did he think?
Bob. Well, Bob liked it too. Except the pseudonym. The pseudonym's a problem for us.
It is?
That's our policy. You didn't know that, I take it?
No, when you asked me to, you didn't mention
Yeah, we
anything
don't do
about it.
anonymous either.
So he's, what, not gonna print it?
Oh, no, he loved it. Yeah, he's going to go to publish it in the next issue. But the pseudonym.
You told him it was a pseudonym?
He would have found out about it sooner or later. And it's your style. I mean, it couldn't be more apparent that it's your style of writing, but this is cleaner, you know? It's almost a distillation of your style. Like I said, this is some of the best stuff you've ever written. I couldn't wait to show it to Bob.
Did you?
Well, yeah. That's why I wanted to talk to you before the conference ended tomorrow, and you left to go back.
Oh God, is he going to?
Let me tell you how we can make this work.
I can't come out in this piece, Alan. I can't. I live in Utah. We just got a new dean at the college. He's very nice, very supportive, and very Mormon.
I know.
And that'll be the end of the career for me. I can't come out in this piece.
Catholics are in the same boat. We're all being drugged back into the dark ages. But in all honesty, Bob has a pretty small subscription base outside of California. And frankly, you need your piece. This is far and above what we normally get from
But
our...
he can't print it without the pseudonym. It would kill me. It would take away everything. You have to tell him that.
Let me tell you what.
There's no negotiating here. I'm dead serious.
Steven, I showed Bob those other things you wrote on the internet under the pseudonym, and he loved those too. He's really impressed with you. He said he could freelance for the rest of your life with absolutely no problem.
But I don't want to freelance. I want to teach.
I know. And let me tell you, Bob was surprised to find out you teach poli-sci in Utah because you write like someone from...
You told him where I work?
Not the exact college.
How much did you out me?
Bob said he'd pitch you to some of his friends around LA. That's how much he was impressed. This could lead to something big for you. For all of us. He's asking me how many other friends I have hidden away who can write like you.
I know this is supposed to be a compliment, but if he prints my real name, I could lose my job. I can afford to live in LA on freelance work, and I'd like my teaching job.
Look, it's a good essay. It's a great essay. You make 1,000,000 points in it that are smart. God, are they smart? Every gay man in the country should be reading this piece. Do you realize how easily you could become a leading national figure for us?
But then all it takes is one Google search or Lexi and I'm out of work. Forget Alan. I don't know. I'll submit it somewhere else.
Well, Steven, I mean, Jesus, are you really gonna jerk me around like this? You send me your stuff and you get my boss all excited about it, and now you just decide to take it back?
I'm sorry, but I just can't do this.
This isn't about your job alone. We're talking about my job too here.
Tell Bob I got cold feet. Tell him that I got.
Why did you even bother? This obviously isn't about Publisher Parish. If you just wanted to be a teacher, why did you write this piece in the first place? Or anything else for that matter?
Because you asked me to. And I believe in what I wrote. And I think it's a good essay.
So do I. Don't get me wrong, but don't you think anyone else should know that you wrote it?
It doesn't matter that people know it's me. What matters is the thought.
To be perfectly honest, Stephen, what I think really matters is you're willing to let these Mormon jerks terrorize you into a corner.
Alan, Burton is not a jerk. He's very nice, and very supportive, and even got me per diem for my meals at this.
Because he thought you were straight, buddy. You got a heterosexual per diem, not a gay one.
They don't make gay per diems.
Not in Utah, they don't.
And they don't make heterosexual ones either.
Don't even kid yourself. Don't even kid yourself.
Burton is a good man, and he supports
Who
me.
thinks you're straight?
He supports me. Do you know how hard I had to work to get to this conference last year? Do you know how hard I had to fight for administrative leave? Burton came in July and practically handed me the travel docs and the per diem.
Because he thought you were straight. And this, if I'm not mistaken, is one of the points you make in your essay. But in real life, you let him push you into the corner rather than...
Okay. maybe you're right. And if I worked at UCLA or UNLV or U of A, I could get a gay per diem. But I work in the heart of Mormon territory.
Good old hetero Happy Valley.
Okay. No, listen, Alan, the minute Burton finds out I'm gay, I'll get the axe. I've got a mortgage.
Oh, thank God the man is so supportive.
Okay, this is your cause. It's not mine. I don't wrap myself in the blanket and do the parade. You know that. You've always known
No,
that.
you'd rather pretend to be someone you're not so you can get a per diem. A fucking per diem, Steven. I mean, think about it. It's like prostituting yourself for dinner. Wouldn't you rather set an example? I'm sure there must be some gay little Mormon boy in your class named your role model. Am I right?
Not everyone is you, Alan. Some gay men prefer to stay a little bit more discreet.
Give me a break.
And my students and coworkers don't have to know everything about me. And here's a little newsflash. Having a private life works just fine for me.
You don't act like a private person when you write essays like the one you just sent me. Don't you think it's time you have the courage of your convictions?
Goodbye, Alan. Maybe I'll see you next year.
Come on, Stephen, you can't keep running away from this. If you asked everyone what they thought about a smart, articulate, gay political science teacher, who in this day and age, under this presidential administration, chooses of his own free will to stay hidden in the closet, most of them would say there's no such thing. But that is exactly what you're doing because someone at a Mormon college is promising you a free lunch.
Maybe you should have asked me. Maybe you should have asked some other ex-boyfriend. Some other over-the-top drag queen who needs to be the center of attention at your fabulous LA gay soiree. I'll just take my essay and I will submit to a magazine, seeing that there's the self-righteousness about every gay man in America.
Well, you can't.
I'm gonna submit wherever I want.
We're running the essay. It's printing on Monday. That's why I wanted to talk to you before the conference ended.
I didn't sign anything. You can print with consent. I'll see you so fast you're gonna head spin off.
We're not running it as a feature. It's in our op-ed section. All submissions to the op-ed department immediately become property of the magazine.
You son of a bitch, I sent it to you as a feature.
I'm not the features editor, you know that.
You're supposed to be my friend.
I got Bob to cut you a check for that essay. You don't normally pay for the op-ed.
Please, how about it's not op-ed? Tell me
It's too good of an essay for us not to run it. I know men who have been waiting for an essay like this. This is going to make a difference. You're not the only one with a mortgage, Stephen.
You said you asked me to. Why are you doing this to me?
Jesus, buddy, in the big picture, this has very little to do with you.